Hey, this is Jack from Seller Source Pro. Welcome back. This is going to be a quick video, but very, very important. So here at Seller Source Pro, on our website and in our YouTube channel here, we like to give tips and tricks for people that are working on selling clothing or other items on eBay, Poshmark, and Amazon. So today I'm going to tell you a little secret trick that I've done in the past, and it's that time of the year once again that this will definitely be on your radar. And this is definitely something that you haven't heard from anybody else, and that's usually the difference between what you're going to find on this channel. I love watching everybody else's YouTube channels for sourcing. I get a lot of tips, and one of the things that makes me stand out just a little bit from the crowd, a little different, is that I like to think of things out of the box. So when I started selling clothing and shoes and items on eBay a few years ago, I realized that there were a lot of other resellers and they were all looking for clothing just like me in the community. So how could I set myself apart and source in a different way? And that's what you're usually going to hear on this channel. And from the website, it may be open by the time that you're seeing this video, or if you're seeing this early on, the website may not be open yet. It's sellersourcepro.com. It's our free website that gives lots of utilities, tricks, and tips. If it's not open when you're watching this video, it'll be open very soon. So you'll check back at sellersourcepro.com. So here we go. So today's big sourcing tip, we're doing this video right now on Thanksgiving of 2018. This tip will work at the end of the year, basically between November and the end of December, every single year. So many of the other tips and things you're going to learn from us really come from the fact of going directly to the community, to your neighbors, to your family, to your friends, to be able to source, as opposed to waiting for these same items to hit the thrift stores where you're competing with other resellers. That's a big concept that we use, and we get there in many different ways. So this is one of them. So in November and December, this is the tip that I use. You know, or you may not know, if you haven't been in the business for a while, that as you're getting to the end of the year, many people start to clean out their homes of clutter. They declutter and bring these things to the local thrift stores like your Goodwill. The reason they do this is twofold. Number one, it's the end of the year. People kind of have that feeling like, okay, let's clean up. Let's start the next year fresh. Let's get all this stuff out. I can't stand looking at it in my garage or my closet or whatever it is anymore. But the second reason for them doing this big cleanup and declutter is because they want the little tax slip, the donation slip for their taxes for the end of the year when they put in their taxes by April, when they're submitting their taxes. So a lot of people go to Goodwill and they drop all their stuff off and they get the little tax form. So at the end, if you haven't seen this, the last few days of December of the year, the lines are insane with donations to Goodwill and thrift stores. So a lot of people get fed up because the line sometimes to even park to donate your bag of clothes or whatever is around the block when it's never usually like that. That's where the secret is. So what do? We create small little flyers. You can do it as a business card, which are dirt cheap, or you can just create small flyers. You can do quarter page, so you can fit 4 on the page if you want. Go photocopy them and then cut them out. You can do black and white. You don't even have to do them in color. That's one way to get this out. The second way to get this out is to be able to promote this through your social media pages locally. What does that mean? It doesn't mean just your Facebook page. You should be using other techniques that we're going to be teaching. In our area, we use Nextdoor. So everybody in your local community will see this event that you're having. I do it as an event. So you can use Nextdoor, you can use flyers, you can use Facebook. And here's the big one that a lot of people don't use for some reason. It's fantastic. There are tons of Facebook group pages for your community. Sometimes they're under your city name. Sometimes they're under your county name. Learn and find those items, and then you can promote what we're going to tell you about this event right now. So I've given you a bunch of ways to promote this. Now, what is it that we're doing? Here's the answer. So a lot of people do not have time to go to the Goodwills. And this is true throughout the year, by the way. And you'll see other videos of ours that do this not for the end of the year tax purposes, but throughout the year. This video is specifically for the tax purpose for the end of the year. We promote an event, a free event, almost like the people that haul away junk, where you pay them and they come to your house and they'll take your old furniture or whatever it is and they charge you. Well, what we're doing here is we're doing a spin on that. We're not charging anybody anything. So our event basically is going to forego the person taking their clothing or their shoes or their books or whatever it may be that you're looking for. We will take it for them. So we do a porch pickup. So the event will be a end of the year declutter event, tax declutter event, whatever you want to call it, that we will pick up bagged items or in boxes in front of your house, and we will bring them for you to Goodwill or the thrift stores, and then drop off or send you back in an envelope the tax form for your items. Okay? Pretty interesting, huh? You'll be surprised at how many people want you to help them with this. So we are then taking their items to the Goodwill, and we are then giving them the slip that they would have had to get anyway, and we're saving them all this time and energy of lugging the stuff in the car. Well, how does this benefit us? Well, to forego charging these people any kind of a service fee for doing this, we tell them right in the event that for doing this, we will do the pickups and the deliveries for free and get them their tax slip. But we tell them we normally will pick through the stuff and we will take up to 5% of their items. Now, why do I say 5% of the items? Because most of the time it's not stuff that we would normally use anyway. The brands are not the brands that we normally sell or that we currently look for to sell on eBay. And there's always that one or two pairs of jeans. Could be a few jackets, could be blazers, whatever it is that you're looking for. Now, how do you increase your chances of this working for you? You have to be specific in your little event flyer. You have to tell people what you will take and what you won't take. So with me, I do clothing, shoes, and media items. Books, videos, DVDs, something like that. Sometimes I'll say video games. I won't do furniture, obviously. I don't have a big truck. I won't do big items like that or big electronics. So just be very specific in your event what you can and cannot take. Okay? I don't do silverware. I don't do glassware, things like that. Maybe you want glassware and silverware. Maybe that's an item you're looking for. Put it in your event. Be very specific. Set the dates that you're doing pickups. Have the people email you, okay, with what it is approximately they have, okay, and then tell them the date that you're going to be able to pick it up. So you can schedule the porch pickup. And what I do is I normally give them a time frame. So I usually say between 10 and 2 o'clock on Wednesday. So they know to put all their items out on the porch on that specific day. And if you're getting that much response, which I do on these at the end of the year, you can break it up over a few days so you don't have to do it all at once. And that is the tip of the day. I have made thousands of dollars in sales based on items that I get from this specific free service. So there's your deal. I call it clutter to coffee. That's what I call this, clutter to coffee. And what I do is to jack up the interest level. I tell everybody that takes part in the event that I will put their name in a random generator, and one person will win a Starbucks, or you can do an Amazon or a Walmart or whatever you want gift card. So that gives people even more of an incentive if they need it to be able to let us help them. Thanks a lot. That's your tip for today. I hope that helps a lot. Remember, sign up on our free website for our utilities and more tips and tricks at Seller Source Pro when it opens. And make sure you're following us on Instagram at Seller Source Pro. Have a great day. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you on the next video.